What is going on, guys? Han Yellow, another beer video. I got another Moonraker beer today. Extremis, 10% ABV, triple IPA. You got that can artwork there. It's a dude with a hot forehead, and that's the pose I like to call the Vin Diesel pose. If my memory serves me right, it's when they just caught Paul Walker, aka Brian O'Connor, snooping around in another person's shop, and they're questioning him if he's a cop, etc., etc. So that's just that kind of just reminds me of that, you know, with the arm crossing there. Anyways, man, this was canned on 2/5/19, and it also says Extreme with a couple extra E's there and an X instead of an EX. Hard to tell and hard to see with the light bouncing off the can there. But today is April 15th, Monday. It's a Monday, I think it's the 15th. So it's, yeah, man, it's a little bit over 2 months old. Hopefully it's still good. Hopefully it's not too malty. Let's get this into a glass, see what it looks like, smells like, and tastes like. And I shot a little bit of beer on my hands and probably on the floor, but no biggie. We will move on. I am not sure if this is supposed to be hazy or not hazy, but it is pouring this like very deep piss color, man. Like piss orange yellow, like you're dehydrated, you haven't been drinking water, you just been drinking like beer, I suppose, for like the last 24 hours, and that's pretty much what your piss looks like, or at least what mine looks like. Yeah, man, it's just like this golden straw color, very, very clear. Definitely not a hazy IPA at all. The head, I tried forming a head, didn't really work, but just from what I'm seeing here, that thin film, it was a very, I wouldn't even say yellow, it was a white head, dissipated very quickly, man. Let's get the aroma on this. Tons of citrus, and if I didn't mention, I forget that, you know, every video I should mention this. Moonraker is out of Auburn, California, I believe. Yep, Auburn, California. 95602. It's the zip code. Yeah, it's a lot of citrus. I'm hoping it's not too malty, because triple IPAs, especially when they sit for this long or that old, they tend to get really malty, really sweet. Hopefully it's not the case with this. Hopefully this one held up okay. I don't expect it to taste anywhere near as good as it was if it was fresh. Definitely smells extremely hoppy, man. Extremely hoppy, sticky. I think I've explained this before, or tried to explain this before. It smells sticky, like resiny, piney, danky. That's what I mean by sticky, I suppose. And a lot of citrus coming through here. I'm gonna say generic tropical notes. I can't really pick out or pinpoint what exactly. I could say mangoes, pineapples, but yeah, it's just like very generic. I guess some peach too, I guess. But definitely a lot of citrus, man. A lot of citrus. Let's get the taste. Cheers. Yeah, I can kind of definitely taste the age on this. It is malty, but not extreme, I suppose. For being this old of a can, so 2 months and 10 days, it's held up. I'm gonna say it's held up really well. Definitely tastes age on this, just because, unless the beer is supposed to taste like this, which I doubt, because there's that malty sweetness. You can definitely taste it towards the front of the beer, and it fades out, and then get some of it again at the finish of the beer. It's citrusy, it's honey-like. There's definitely that honey aspect to it, where you get that coating of the mouth. Like, if you imagine if you were to mix honey, like a ton of honey, in water, and maybe not a ton, depending on how much water you use, right? And you get it to a point where it's like all dissolved in there, but it made the water kind of thick, and you drank it. That's kind of what this is like. It's not extremely thick or extremely sticky, I guess, that coats your mouth kind of like honey water would, but it has that same effect. and just that sweetness, that malty sweetness, kind of lends itself into that honey taste as well, I suppose. Like the mouthfeel combined with the sweetness reminds me of honey. And at 10% ABV, I'm gonna say this drink's like not like a 10% ABV beer. Like you definitely get alcohol. I definitely taste the, like I can taste, or I know I get the presence of alcohol, but it's not like it's 10% heavy, I suppose. You definitely taste alcohol. I just wouldn't guess that was 10%. I would guess 8 or maybe 9, which I guess is kind of splitting hairs at that point, because hey, you really taste the difference between 1%. To me, this doesn't seem like a 10% beer. Like it's 10%, but you don't get that heat like a 10% beer should have, or not. Maybe not should have, but I've had before. Like other 10% beers usually have more of a kick, a booziness to them. This is not the case. This to me feels like a very typical West Coast triple IPA, man. With that golden straw, piss color, the taste, although it is older, the taste is hoppy, it is citrusy, it's there's slight dankness, that's honey, malty sweetness to it. It coats your mouth really nicely. It is, although it coats your mouth like honey, like a film of honey around your palate, it is still not a thick beer. It's not chewy. It is quite thin. I mean, it's everything I expected it to be. I guess I went into this beer not knowing that it was going to be like a clear beer or a hazy IPA. Like I totally did not expect anything. I just had so many hazies lately. This is a good change of pace, man. I'm glad it's clear, and it tastes just absolutely like a West Coast IPA, man. There's nothing to it. Citrusy, dankness, piney, hoppy. Bitterness isn't too crazy on this, surprisingly. But there's definitely that hop bite there. I think it's not as hoppy because the malty sweetness is kind of rounding that out really nicely. Although this is good now. I think it's better fresh, obviously, not when it's not so sweet, and that hop flavor would come through probably a lot more. Yeah, man, nothing to it. Just a nice drinking triple IPA, 10% ABV. Moonraker Brewing out of Auburn, California. If you guys like the video, give a thumbs up. Comments link below. Subscribe for more videos. And as always, dream big dreams and believe all things are possible. Whew, that was a long, like a mouthful. Anyways, cheers. I forgot to say if I recommend this or not. I'm gonna say I recommend this beer, and get it fresh, drink it fresh. You'll probably have a different experience and different flavor profile of this beer than I do. Anyways, thank you for watching. Cheers again.